Hello guys, kindly check this application out. When I click yellow, here it goes to yellow. Click blue, likewise, and green, likewise. You can see that, guys. Without wasting my time, if you want to type along with me, let's go to Google. Then go to React scroll. Then we take npm install React scroll. So that is that, guys. Without wasting my time, let's begin. Thank you very much. Let's begin by creating 4 folders in our SRC folder. We'll call the first one assets. We'll call the second one components. Then call the third one data. Then the last one pages. Good. Now let's do the first one, assets. Now in this project we have no images or spinners, so we'll leave it blank. Move to the next one and create a file here and call it main page. .js. Good. Inside that we can say RAFCE. So that is that. Instead of ordinary div, why don't we use React fragment? Yeah. So that is that. So over here we can have a section inside the fragment and a div with a p tag to say hello. Now let's link this main page, the app.js, to view on the screen. So we go to app.js, then we call main page. Sorry. Now let's import main page. So that is that. Let's run it and see. Good. We got hello on the screen, means we're ready to go. Great. So now we have the main page. What we need is the nav bar. So how do we get a nav bar? Let's go to the same component and create a file and call it nav bar. .js. Good. So inside that the same RAFCE. Now instead of ordinary div, why don't we give it React fragment? You can copy that from the main page and give it to it. Okay, so we can say hello navbar. Let's link the navbar to the main page to be able to view on the screen. So we go to main page, then instead of hello here, let's call the navbar over here. So we say navbar. Let's import navbar. Good. So let's run it and see. Okay, you can see hello navbar. So our navbar is now working. So what we can do now is to just go to navbar, then get the navbar ready. So what do we do here? Instead of hello navbar, what do we need? So let's give it a class name. Good. So inside that, I'll close this. Okay, inside that we can see height 20, width full, BG 500. So the hello navbar just stayed off. Good. Now what next? What do you do? Now let's get the nav data. Okay, let's go back and get the nav data. Okay, so we go to the data column, then create another file here, then call it nav data. .js. Good. So over here we can say, let me close this. Good. So over here we can say export const nav data. So inside that we can have our first data, which we are going to say title, give it red, path red, and background color BG red 500. Okay, so let's populate for the rest too. Good. So likewise we do for yellow, we do for blue, and we do for green. So that is that for the nav data. So now our nav data is ready. So when we go to the nav bar, then call the nav data over here. Okay, so the first thing to do is to import the nav data. Good. Now nav data is ready. What do we do with it? So over here, let's create the GSS. Then inside that, we can call the nav data. We say nav data.map. We item to bracket item comma index into bracket. That will return. So this should return what? Return a div, and the div with a key equals what? Index. So that is that. So inside that we can have a div again. So inside the div, let's give the span tag, and inside the span tag we can call the item dot title. Okay, so because we have in the nav data we have the title, the path in the background, so we call the item dot title, the item here, and item dot title. So that you can see we have the red, yellow, blue, and the green ready. So what we're gonna do is to what do we do here? Give it some class name. No, before that, the class name. I want to spread the red, yellow, blue, and green. Spread it horizontally to fill the space, to fill the nav space. So to do that, I'm going to use grade. Okay, so to do that, let's go to the the div here, where the nav div is. Then use grade to say grade. Then grade calls 4. So what do we see? You can see that it has spread inside the nav bar. Okay, so that is that. Now we need it at the center of the center. So what to do that? Let's use let's create a sender class. Okay, so I can add a sender class here. Let's create this div. Say class name equals sender. So the sender class, let's go to our CSS. Okay, so over here we say display flex justify content center, then what? Align item center. So that is that. What do we do? Sorry, I'm going to put dot there. Okay, so that is that. So our center class is ready. So let's continue and give it some height to work with. So we say height 20. Good. So we can see that. Let's give it some font size. Okay, so we say uppercase, height 20, center, text to excellent, font bold. So that is that, guys. So guys, we want to include the colors too in the navbar. So what we need to do is to make this div dynamic. Okay. So to make it dynamic, what we need to do is to take the static quote off and introduce the dynamic quote, which is down the escape button. So that's what we're gonna do now. Good. So that is that. So inside that we introduce the $sign. Then we bring the bracket. Then inside that we say item dot background color. So you can see we have our colors being displayed with inside the nav bar. So that is that. So that's that. Our nav bar is ready. Now let's go back to the pages. Now we need all the pages. So we go to the pages column over here, then create the first page. We're gonna call red.js. Because inside our array.fce. Okay. So instead of a narrative, what don't you use? We have the fragments. So inside we have a section and a div. And a div we give it a class name, height screen, and we say bg red 500. So that is that for the red page. So I can copy this and duplicate it for the rest of the pages. So next page we go to yellow. So we say yellow.js. Yeah. RFCE. Then we paste it there and say, okay, so we make this what? Yellow. Good, so that is that for you. Let's do the next one, blue. Inside the RFCE, just it, change it to blue. Next one, green. Going to just RFCE. Good, so that is that. Now what we do, we need to call them at, since we want them, then this is the main page, we need to call them on the main page. So we can say, we'll just bring the main page. Come on, where are you? I need the main page now. Good, so let's call the first one, which you're gonna call as what? Red. Good, let's import it. Good, you can see we got red here. So likewise, we're gonna do for the rest too. Though let me add the rest, the yellow, blue, and green. Good, so let's import them. Good, so that is that, guys. We can scroll down, you see all of them. Yeah, so that is that. Our page is ready. So now what do we do? Now that our page is ready, let's call the article. Let's go to the navbar, then call the, what's the name? The React scroll. So over here, so we say import link from React scroll. So what do we do with the link? We link it to the how do you call it? What's the name? The span tag. So over here, you can just call the link here. Good. So inside that we have the span tag. Let's copy this span tag, cut rather, and put it there. Good. So that is that. So what do we do then? Let's link to where? Good. Link to item dot path. When you check the nav data, you realize that we have the path there. Let's go back and check it. Yeah. And you see the nav data, you can see the path. Yellow, so that is that. So let's check it out. Okay. If I click, nothing happens. Nothing happens. So what we need to add ID to all the pages. We want to call it. So we go to page. Let's take the first one, which is what? Red. Okay, this is yellow. Good. Let's give it an ID. So add a section column. Give it an ID yellow. So do likewise for blue. Then green. The last one red. We get red here. Good, so that is that. Let's check it out again. Good, now we all have an ID. So if I click yellow, you can see we go to yellow. But you can see that the navbar vanishes. Okay, so we need to make the navbar fixed. So we go back to the navbar. Let's close this red and green. Don't need this. Let's go to the navbar. Then we make the navbar fixed. Okay, so over here we can say what? Sorry, fixed. So we click blue, you can see blue. Yeah, so that's cool. So that is that. Now it's too sharp. Okay, so let's use the other properties of the link to make it smooth. Yep. So add spy to, smooth to, offset to, then duration 5 mode. Okay, so let's check it out. You can see yes. Yeah, so cool. Now when we make it bigger, yeah, you can see guys. So I can just make it responsive here. So to do that, I go to the, so inside the navbar we can continue and give it responsiveness. So over here we can say at medium screen give us the width 3/5, and at same medium screen make the MX. Or then we go to the what's the name, the main page 2, and do likewise there. So this class name. Good. So over here we do likewise here. We see medium screen give us the width 3/5, and same medium screen give us the MX order. So that is that. Let's check it out. You can see guys. It's ready. That's that guys with the smooth scroll on your websites. Okay. So thank you so much for sticking through. Please don't forget to do good. Catch you in the next one. We say peace.